Blue Coat presents Security Empowers Business Summit.
Felix, you have responsibility for this topic in the organization, so I'm interested in your views.
The first thing is the leadership in companies in India, cannot be generalized. The leadership's view of security is very sector specific. You will find that sectors like telecom, BFS, the banking and finance, power, energy, etc., which are highly regulated, the top management views security as more than a strategic process, right? Because their very survival depends on security being put in place. For example, a telecom company, if there is a security violation, there is straight away a 50 crore penalty under the UASL license regulation. And if it's repeated again, the company can lose its telecom license, right? So the view of leadership in that sector is different from, say, perhaps a manufacturing sector, which is lesser regulated, and their views would be more towards using security to enable and expand their business.
Felix, if you're then trying to, let's say, support the business in the use of a lot of the kinds of technologies that we're talking about that ultimately in our kind of consumer world we have at our disposal, and you're kind of alluding to, and in a way, if IT doesn't deliver me something that has good utility, I can easily just go use something that is out in that world today, and it's quite convenient, and we could decide to do that almost at will. When you think about then the practices and the capabilities that you need to have in place to support that, are they different than what you would think in sort of traditional kind of IT security needs, or is this just an evolution more incrementally?
I think this is just a pure evolution, right? And which might seem surprising, right? But if you actually look at the history, go back 15 years, there were laptops which were being used to, remotely to access enterprise applications. Right? But what has really changed today? It is the ownership of that device through which this person accesses the enterprise application. That device ownership has changed. And because the ownership has changed, the control over the device has gone off from the enterprise to the end user.
From an adversary standpoint, do you, from that perspective, see things getting better, worse? What's the kind of perspective that you have on the developments that are underway right now?
I think I'd like to share a hacker's perspective. There's no system that has 100% security, and given enough time and motivation and skills, you can pretty much hack into absolutely anything. And in fact, that's actually good news, because the moment we're able to build a 100% secure system, most of us in this room will be out of a job. So let's hope and pray that security is always a problem. And jokes apart, security will always be a problem. Technology is changing rapidly, and so is security. So we got to constantly learn and unlearn and relearn new stuff and try and deal with the problem. And spending money on security based on my interaction with my clients is a lot like buying insurance. Most CEOs feel that nothing is going to happen most of the times, but the day something does happen, you'll probably be happy that you spend a lot of money on securing your infrastructure or your products.
Basic best practices for any business to take with respect to web security is, first of all, to deploy an enterprise-grade web security that gives global threat protection across all devices in all locations. This basically means you want to have a solution that can extend its security capabilities and its policy capabilities to all devices, including mobile devices and devices that leave the corporate network. Another best practice that we recommend to organizations is to make sure that they're aware of where they're downloading applications from. With the increase in malicious applications in the environment, you want to make sure you're purchasing from a reputable application store, or that you know where the application is from.
Blue Coat has today a position in the marketplace where we are an advocate, if not the largest advocate, for a more positive view of security. We think of it as security empowering business and really driving, instead of the security teams being kind of naysayers to the advancement of the use of technology, to really helping them to be able to truly utilize all the technology that's available. There's a lot of very awesome technology in the marketplace that has security risk. We've been delivering a set of mobility-based, mobile application-based, and now a set of analytics and behavioral capabilities that we think are very important in allowing companies to broadly adopt these technologies and get benefit out of those. So Blue Coat is very committed to the idea that everyone should be able to use all this awesome technology and essentially security empowering the use and the ability for the business to be successful.
Blue Coat presents Security Empowers Business Summit.